Hey guys, Junior from Keystone RV Center. Okay, we're trying to knock out a bunch of videos today. So one of the ones that we just thought we could talk about real quick was covering up RVs and things like that. We get a lot of questions on that, especially this time of year. It's November as we shoot this. And we're coming up on people finishing up with the trailer, winterizing it, and things like that. So here's my opinion on covering an RV. Okay. Best ideas to worst. Okay. Best idea, fully enclosed, unit. Whether it's, parked in a garage or we have, a pole barn set up with sides on it, however you want to do that. Fully enclosed so nothing's touching the RV essentially. Now, does that mean that you go down to the discount hardware store, one of my favorite stores, and buy one of their, $39.99 canopies and stake it down to the ground and go, that's great? No, because we're going to be peeling that canopy out of your trailer. Once the winds kick up, it's going to blow it into the trailer, cause all kinds of damage. Trust me, just skip that. You're better off saving the 40 bucks. All right. Okay, next thing on the list would be doing an RV cover. Now, make sure you spend some money on this, because if you're going to do it, you need to commit to it. A lot of guys go, I'm going to get on Amazon and I'm going to find the cheapest one I possibly can find. Okay, and I want a good deal as well. Trust me, I'm on Amazon all the time trying to find the best deal. I get it. I understand. But don't buy the cheapest brand out there. There's probably a reason they're cheaper. Look for one with a lifetime warranty or at least a 5-year warranty. Those two you want to stay with. Keep in mind the lifetime warranty ones typically weigh a little bit more, so they're a little bit more cumbersome to put on, but they hold up a lot better. Plus, it's a buy once, cry once kind of thing. You're going to buy it, and you're never going to have to buy one again. Now, if you trade in your RV every 3 to 4 years, and you've done this, for the last 15 years, maybe only buy the 5-year warranty one. Save a couple of bucks, because you're not going to need it for more than 5 years. Those are decisions for you to make. If you buy a cover, though, here's my opinion. Don't buy a cover if you use it for additional housing during Thanksgiving and Christmas. I hear people do this all the time. It's like, oh, I'm going to cover my RV after Thanksgiving. No, you're not. You're just not, because what's going to happen, the Christmas lights are going up and I don't have time for the cover, and then the wife wants the Christmas tree up and we get the Christmas tree up, and then we got to get Santa out in the front yard. We stuck Santa out of the front yard. Next thing we know, Santa's coming down the chimney. It's Christmas, and then it's New Year's, and January comes around and there's 3 feet of snow on top of your RV, and you're like, you know what, screw it. And you've spent a couple $100 on a cover that you're not using. So save your money if you have to use it for additional housing for Thanksgiving or Christmas. And I know a lot of guys do. So just skip that altogether. It'll save you some money there. The worst thing you can do for an RV is to get a plastic tarp. I don't care if it's a clear one. The worst ones are like the blue, the green, the brown tarps. Putting them over top of them. Okay. The reason that RV covers cost so much more than a plastic tarp is because they are breathable. Like a high-end car cover allows moisture to breathe out, so it's not trapped on there. You'll see guys, they'll uncover their camper in the springtime and it'll be covered with green mold. It'll look just like Mark's hand sanitizer. Okay, nice green mold all over the place. And what's happening is they've got this cover down there, and this moisture from the ground is going up into the cover and then getting trapped. And I have guys go, well, I'm going to put bungee cords all the way around it and it's going to snug up and it's not going to be an issue. Yeah, it will be. Just don't do it. It's actually worse for it then. And the other thing is, if you take a tarp and you look underneath like a microscope, you'll actually see that it looks a lot like sandpaper. It's going to scuff the side of the unit and tear it all up. It's going to tear up the roof. We're going to have bald spots on the roof where it's flapping around because you don't have the adjustment points you do on a cover. Now, somebody goes, well, I'm not buying a cover because XYZ, whether it's the money, whether it's like I use it for, housing for Thanksgiving. I know me, I'm not going to put it on, whatever the reason. Well, what do I do about snow on the top of my camper? Easiest thing to do, okay? Especially if it's stored at your house. If it's stored off-site of your house, you have a storage lot because you live in an HOA, it does make it a little bit tougher, but you can still do this. When the snow's coming, make sure the camper's level. Front to back, it's square, okay? Then that next morning when we start the melt and we start getting that melt, take the camper and nosedive it, okay? That way we can get all that slush to run off. Obviously, make sure your wheels are chalked, make sure that the unit is stable and things like that before we start manipulating the tongue. Common sense stuff, guys. That being said, the other thing is, if you are going to store it uncovered, highly recommend taking it to a service dealership, a reputable service dealership that has a pressure leak test machine. We have one here. I don't think we've done a video on it in a long time. Maybe we ought to get into that this winter. But what it'll do is, it's a flexible pipe that'll actually clip up onto a roof vent, like what you'd have in a bathroom. And we turn it on and it comes down, and that flexible pipe goes to a small turbine, and we pressurize the inside of the trailer, and we take a weed spray full of soap water and go around the outside. The reason I want to do it at the end of the season is, again, going back to, I'm going to be prepping for Thanksgiving in November. Okay, I'm going to be prepping for Christmas in December, and I'm going to be snow covered come January. Okay, and I ain't looking at it probably again till March when I go to get it out. Okay, your seals are crucial. You got to check them every 90 days. By doing this pressure leak test, we ensure that the seals are in the best possible shape prior to it going in service. It's the best way to test the sealant. So make sure you do that if you are going to store it uncovered. Now, I got guys that'll go, I've been storing it outside for 77 years and I've never had a problem with it and I don't do any of that. Cool, go for it. Don't call me when there's an issue though, okay? All joking aside, guys, this is the easiest ways to store your camper for the winter time. Any questions, comment down below or stop by and see us and we'll try to help you out. For RV cover questions, comment down below. I'm going to get John to give me the answers and then I'll post the answers down below. If you're coming here at the dealership, just go straight over to parts, ask for Big John. Way smarter on covers than I am as far as what brands are good and what. I know every customer I bring him, he's like 5-year or lifetime warranty. That's the only two you really need to look at and he gives the customers the explanations. So comment down below if you guys have any questions or stop by and see us. I-81, Exit 1, Greencastle, Pennsylvania. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. Have a great day.